Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tim Dowd here. I have to be very quiet today because they're doing a show. They're doing a show. I don't want to disturb them. They'll be finished in about 5 minutes, they said. They're 9 of ours. It's like snooker, isn't it? Let's see how many people are on. Oh, loads of people. What have you been cooking? Hi, everybody. We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Not got a spanner here. It says done trucking. Am I live? Freaky Friday. No, it's Monday. Lederhosen update. Can you hear them in the background? Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. My channel. Let's see what's live. Oh, we're live here now. We're muted. Oh, I've got to watch an advert for my own stuff. I've got a motorbike advert. Looks pretty cool. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Oh dear, oh dear. So here I am. I'm in Chaos Street. So it's this place here, look. But it's closed. And it's next to MASALA, which is here, which is open, but there's people. And I'm in next to the Monte Cristo, but nobody wants to be filmed. Nobody wants to be filmed. I don't blame him, actually. But there you go. Hey Tim, give you a spanner. I don't know why Google blocked that. What's a spanner? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hi Tim, hi Tim, hi everybody. I am actually, I don't know whether I'm loud enough at the moment, but they're playing Sticky 13 in the bar next door, and I don't want to disturb them by shouting. I'm speaking into this handheld microphone, but I do have the one on my chest as well, so just in case somebody comes for like an interview or something. There you go. So we got loads of stuff for you today. First of all, I've lost weight. I'm 112.4 kilos. I'm down from 116. Unfortunately, I've lost it most in my face and around my bum, and not my belly. That's unfortunate, I suppose. Let me know if you can hear me. So there we go. Yeah, the hip. I actually had an appointment with the doctor today, and a telephone appointment, and she knows me, so she says it's probably bursitis, and that's housemaid's knee. It's inflammation of the joint, but she says you can have bursitis in your elbows, your shoulders, and your hip, and so it looks like I've got it in my hip. Anyway, so I said I've got it all over the place. So she says I'm going to send you to the traumatology department and have you checked out, all your joints checked out, and your bum as well, apparently. So there you go. Tim, that fellow in the background can take his batteries out. Actually, I can't. Normally they're finished at 6, but they're running late tonight. It's my mate actually, so he's all right. Thank you for the moderators today, for moderating. I hope they haven't got a lot to do, but I know that they like keeping up with the chit chat there and asking you to give thumbs up and stuff. So we got 21 thumbs up, and we got 166 people watching already. So last Friday we went out to La Salud again. That was really good. If you missed that one, I'll put it up here. Sorry, up here later on catch up. But I've been working all weekend on a new piece of editing software that I got. Well, it's a plug-in for the editing software that I already use. So I use the editing software called Final Cut Pro. And Final Cut Pro is only runs on Mac. And so basically I showed you this last week. For those of you who didn't see it, I'll show again. so that was a test of me doing 3D text in a 3D environment. So what happens is the software looks at the footage that you've taken and it assumes where everything is using parallax, and then you can put a 3D text or an object in there, and the object and the 3D text like follows the virtual camera then. So it's quite good. It's quite good. What are you playing? I'm not playing actually anything, but it's called Sticky 13. It's a bit like bingo but with cards. So you get a mixture of cards, and then he picks out the hat, and whoever gets rid of the cards first wins the pot or something. I don't know. It's not for money. It's just for fun. Because for money they wouldn't be allowed to do it. There you go. Tree surgeon up you well. Hi tree, hi tree, hi tree. Everybody saying hi tree. Yeah, so that was it. And then I was messing around, and I thought, well, I need a sort of a lead-in for Freaky Friday. So this has got music with it, so I'm going to mute me, and you'll be able to hear the music. So that was it. That was it. Oh, Sticky Music got one card left, does it? Sticky Music got one card left. So you like that one for Freaky Friday? Somebody's going to shout "house" in a minute. Let me just mute myself here and show you the next one. And that was the other one. I've done one more, but it wasn't ready to be shown. And so I'm going to do one for Lederhosen updates, and I'm going to do one. I've done the for balcony banter. I've done the one for Freaky Friday, and then for balcony banter, I'm also going to do like an intro of us all. So basically, it's going to be like an introduction of Christina, me, Giuliani and Cleo, and any guests that we might have. And it'll be like one of those sport type things where they go like this. I'm thinking anyway. We'll decide anyway. So they're finished now, so they're just going to be normal chit chats. But it is quite loud in this bar here, mainly because this bar's a really good bar. You've seen it before. I've interviewed David and Jill at the Monte Cristo. It's a great bar, but nobody wants to be filmed. So I do appreciate that. This is Imed behind me. Say hello, Imed. There you go. We'll see you. And yeah, so in fact the beer's cheaper here.
I'm going to go in and just pay me a little bill.
You're going to pay your little bill?
Bill, yeah.
Okay, this is my mate. He's going to pay the bill.
I'm going to go and pick some food up from downstairs.
Food?
Yeah.
Some food,
Ma's
so.
done us custard, and she's done us coleslaw, and Dee's done us some homemade rice.
All right. So there you go. We've got some. I half interviewed a friend of mine that doesn't want to be named. He's anonymous today. Very famous he is. Very famous. Okay, let's see what you've been saying. Very good. Thank you very much. Nice intro. Thank you. Nice effects. Thank you. Top shelf. Oh, I'm top shelf. That's me. Top shelf. Very creative. Very professional. Yeah, it is a professional plugin, and basically a lot of the things you can. The elements that you use, like the circles and the stars and the lights, they're all pre-made, so I don't have to make them, but you got to put them together. And the gallery one, I actually bought that. So basically the gallery one, you buy like a framework, and after the framework's bought, then you end up putting in your pictures and doing the camera movements, and you can decide on the focusing and stuff. It's not 100% ready, but and then I put in our logo and stuff. That's quite good. It will pay a view to view next. It is pay to view actually. You've got to watch a little advert just before it starts, and that pays for everything I do. I don't actually spend any money on the channel that hasn't been earned through the adverts or through generosity from you guys, either paying with a donation through Google, where you just press the little dollar sign where you type your message. There's a little dollar sign. If you press that, you can donate to the channel, and Google gives me it a month later, less 30%. Or you can go to timothydowd.com and find out how to sponsor the channel, and all that does, it takes you to the PayPal. And if you use friends and family, then we get 100% of whatever you donate. So thank you to all those people that have donated and do donate, especially the people that like to donate funny things on Google. We love that as well. If it wasn't for Google and YouTube, we wouldn't be here. So I think it's well worth it to support them as well. And but if you want to come and do it anonymously or go through the back door, if you like, and go through to PayPal, then we do that as well. So thank you for everybody that does that. I don't know whether you saw it today, but Giuliani Nendel did a thing today. She published quite a short but very nice walk. So she goes walking at the weekends, and when she's walking at the weekends, she goes to the mountains. And I'm going to go with her one day when I've lost a little bit of belly, and she's going to do geo-coaching with me. So she does geo-coaching, which means you go for a walk in the mountains to clear your head, and also she's a life coach or a holistic mentor, and anything you want to talk about or anything you want to do, or if you just be with each other, then that's also okay. And Giuliani does that. And those of you who don't know Giuliani, she's a regular visitor on Balcony Banter. Obviously not a visitor, she's actually a grounding member of the Balcony Banter as it is now. And so therefore nip over and subscribe to her channel. It's very important, because she doesn't ask for subscriptions. She doesn't say press the little bell. She doesn't say don't forget to subscribe. She doesn't even say thumbs up. But I think she deserves it, so go ahead and do it. In fact, if you're watching on catch up, I'll put her link up here, and you can nip over to her channel. Give her a thumbs up on her latest thing. My friends are leaving now. They don't want to be on the thing, but I'll let them say ta-ra.
Bye. All the very best.
Very famous people. Very famous people there. Oh, there we go. So I'm on a table on my own now. So if anybody comes and wants to be interviewed, that's fine. Now, what I do have here is Tony's had a curry, and it's very. Tony, are you? Oh yeah, you are still a moderator. When I look at the top thing here, you don't see your spanner. There you go. Andrew Horseman, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation there. I know you do this 99% of the time, and it really, really does help. And I'd just like to thank you for your support, basically. Thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. See, it does say it, but it doesn't put it in a different colour on this one. But I do find it now. Thank you very, very much, Andrew. Thank you. And Alison's saying she's watched Giuliani, and it's very good. It is good. I really enjoyed it. And sometimes I look at it and I think, oh, that music's not my taste, or it's a bit abstract, because I'm like a down-to-earth person, and Giuliani's very spiritual. But most of these walking ones now have been very good for the past 3 or 4. No, I'm saying more, 10 times. It's been the geo-coaching. I've really, really enjoyed those. She also did an interview with a woman who wrote a book. In English, I think she did it, but she was Italian, and Giuliani's German. They did it down the beach and in English. So I'm going to have a look at that one, and we'll see. So for those of you who just joined us, we got 225 watching. I'm not sure whether you've missed the thing that I played, which I'm going to play again now For those of you who've seen it, you can watch it again. For those of you who haven't seen it, this will be the first time. So this was the first test I did, and this is basically the drive around the bend. I don't think there's any music on this, is there? No, there was no music on that one. So that was me just testing out that camera movement, and then I introduced this one, which does have music, so I'm going to mute myself. So that was Freaky Friday, and then this is a double. So this is the next one is the balcony banter at the beginning, and then it's directly followed by the gallery, which is basically just Christina and me and the photos we put on Instagram, basically. There you go, there you go. So look, let me back here, okay. I just saw somebody saying, how does one donate? And I can't find it now, but... here we go, Michael. Michael Inkster says, how does one donate? Well, there's two things you can do. You can, if you're on a phone, you can turn it sideways to turn the chat off, and then where you type, there's a little dollar sign, and you can do what Andrew did and send money through Google. And the other thing you can do is go to our website, timothydowd.com, and I think the second button, or whatever it is, the third button maybe, will say, how can I sponsor the channel? It's the one with our wedding photo on it, and that takes you to a page that links to the PayPal account. And it's Christina's PayPal account, and what she does then is she will end up getting all the money that you donate there, because if you do it with family and friends. Do you want to be on it to say hello? Oh. That was the owner of the bar who he says he doesn't want to be on it. But don't worry, don't worry. It is quite loud here today, but I hope the sound's okay. I'm using the directional mic here, and I'm speaking right into it. And I also have one on my chest as well, just in case somebody else comes. And then you don't miss me. Okay. Let me have a look down here. I know the feeling. Oh dear, Nicky Dunn, what's happened? Government advisor telling government to discourage foreign travel. Oh yeah, it looks like Lee just posted something, but don't go there right now. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. What happened to the walk this morning? Yeah, Phil, I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and eventually I could have made it because it was a telephone appointment at 10:50, and I could have gone walking before, but I'm usually home by 11, and if I don't go very early. And the biggest problem I had was I didn't want to get home all sweaty and then have to start talking to a doctor. It's not a video thing, but it's I've got to prepare, like I've got to tell her what's wrong in Spanish and she answers in Spanish, so even though my Spanish is okay, it's not that good that I can go on the fly. So I write stuff down and all that, take notes. So I decided not to do the walk this morning because of that, and it's because of the hip. Since I've been walking and since I've had my jab, I've had this thing, this hip problem. It's like a stabbing pain in my right hip at the top, and she reckons it's bursitis, but she's sent me to a specialist anyway, so I'll probably see the specialist in 2025. I'm still waiting on the same specialist for the shoulder from 2 years ago, so I said, why don't you just package it up and do it all in one thing. So getting to see a doctor here is great. You can call them up and you see them within a few days, or you get a telephone call within a day basically, and But to see a specialist, then it's got to be an emergency, really. And I suppose, as long as you're not sort of like showing signs of really, really bad stuff, then you've got to be on the list. You've got to be waiting on the list. So there is a waiting list for that. Anyone famous in the bar? Actually, there's nobody famous in the bar. There's nobody famous in the bar. In fact, the people that were sat next to me weren't even famous, apart from I know. I'm the most famous person here. Oh, I just see Tony. You're doing a great job. Have a pint. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tony. And he's a moderator. There you go. If you want a spanner. I'm just going to make everybody moderators. How's that? No. Kevin Scott's from Tenerife always gives great travel info. Scotsman in Tenerife, he does. Yeah, he does. There's quite a few vloggers now that do this. Of course, the new kid on the block, Rick, and Shelley, the great singer. We got Scotsman in Tenerife. There's quite a few other vloggers that watch our channel that don't do Tenerife stuff, especially Darren John in London, and Simon Farrant, who does his cycling around the south of England. That is cool. I mean, what Simon does is really cool. Of course, Darren is also he's come in leaps and bounds from the way he was, and he's really doing a fantastic job. Lee did a collaboration with him, and that's watching London. That was really great, and I really love the way that Darren is total opposite. He's sort of laid back and sort of like chats to you, and then says, "And here's Canary Wharf, and here's the pie and mash." He's such a laid back guy. We've never met, but I feel as if I know him. And Rick, the car salesman, Shelley the singer, Tim the Timformator, as they say. And we got Lee, who can't wait to get back, but he's putting up all these things. Are we going? Are we not going? Are we going? Are we not going? I had a bit of a banana with a guy on Lee's channel, but it's all in jest. Everything I do is in jest. I ingest a lot of things, and that's why I don't fit in the Lederhosen anymore. I think I've been peaking. I think the microphone is a bit too close. Government is trying to stop international travel to next year. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. There is a lot of things going on. What actually happens behind the scenes from the people who are not in the public eye is they are negotiating to get a safe travel system going. Now, in Europe, the European Union has got this thing in place where if you have a certain level of infection, you're either high, middle, or low risk. And if you're high risk, you can come here, but you've got to take the PCR test. And depending on the country that you're coming from, whether they let you out or not. So it's all sort of like integrated. If you're low risk, you can come without a test. And certain countries from outside of the EU have negotiated what's the word? I don't think it's a corridor. I just think they've negotiated that they can arrive. And places like China, New Zealand, Canada, Japan. There's even ones like, I think it's Rwanda is allowed in as well. So they've negotiated based on their levels and stuff. And Rick the car salesman. Well, you know what I'm saying. You were a car salesman, weren't you? Or were you a professional golfer? Comments below, was Rick a car salesman or a professional golfer? Or did he sell cars whilst playing golf? Okay, Tina's asking about the vaccination there. Well, I'll come to that in a minute. So basically, because Britain was in the transition period last year, they weren't caught with the law about third countries not arriving. So in July last year, all non-Europeans were banned from coming to Europe. And, well, basically what happened was the European Union gave a recommendation, and all the countries in the European Union accepted and adopted the recommendation to ban non-EU nationals for coming unless it's extremely necessary. And they are extreme, the how you can get in. So what happened was Britain last summer and winter were enjoying the free movement during the transition period, you see. So then at the 1st of the 1st, just before the 1st of the 1st, there was lockdown in the UK. So that was Boris sort of saying, don't go on holiday. And so therefore, the little switch that switched Britain in and out of the EU went basically unnoticed from the holidaymaker trade. And so what then happened is that we were all talking about whether Boris was going to let us out or not, whether the lockdown's in or out, green, blue, red, and all that stuff. And everybody forgot that Britain had gone over into the non-EU bloc, which had been banned since July last year. So therefore, they come together once every 1 or 2 months to find out whether they're going to extend the ban. And the next extension was on the end of April. And so the end of April, they came and they said, yeah, we're still not ready to accept non-EUs. We'll extend it to the 31st of May, which I think is the first time that they've only extended it 1 month. So that was promising. And so what then happened is that now people are sort of saying Spain's banning the UK from coming. Well, that's not true. It was something they brought in July to save Europe from people bringing strains from other areas, and the EU, the UK just dropped out of the EU at the wrong moment in time. So it was all politics after that, and people were sort of saying, you don't want us in, and there's this, oh yeah, fine, do you want to come on?
You're not live here?
We're live.
Really? Wow.
This is Ian.
Evening.
That's...
Oh yeah. I'll come down a bit.
You got them down a bit, there you go.
Mug,
yeah. This is Ian from the Boom Trikes, Tenerife. So when you eventually do get to come over, because 19% of you are from the UK, when you do get to come over, Ian's going to take care of you. He's going to pick you up from your hotel or from your place of abode, and he's going to take you on the Hollywood tour. He's going to take you on the Masca tour. He's going to take you on the Champagne tour. He's going to take you on the wine tour.
Wine tour, which you're going to do.
Which we're going to do. But the girls are saying it's still too cold in the night. It's still too cold in the night. Yeah. And also we're going to Villa Floor, so I mean it really doesn't get up to about more than 25 degrees in the summer, does it really? Yeah. So they want to do it in the high summer now. So I've been putting him off. I think I should pay him now so he doesn't go bust before we end up doing it. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, €10,000.
And don't forget, Andrew did one with him. Which one did Andrew do?
He did the... he did
the old
mystery tour.
The mystery tour. Was that with all the old villages?
The old village, yeah.
The old so
village, yeah.
Andrew's actually done a vlog with these guys. I did some sort of filming 2 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah. And that's up in Vimeo. I'll put a link up here afterwards. So if you're watching on catch up, and you can have a look at that because that's live again now, by the way.
Oh right.
That's live again now because I paid.
You paid your money.
I paid the money for the thing because I'm using Vimeo again now, just for bits for me. But you can go there. Yeah. So if you go and see Ian and Marie, and get your Boom Trikes. Is it Boom Trikes or Boom Bikes?
Boom Trikes.
Boom Trikes Tenerife.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah, we'll enjoy that. Yeah. Everybody enjoys it. Have a good time.
He's going to bring me a beer now, isn't he?
Have a laugh. Yeah, I'll have to now. Yeah, bribe
no, I've had enough.
I've slipped the 20 in your back now.
Oh, the 20 back now.
Anyway, cheers everybody. I'm going to finish my one beer because I'm not working tomorrow, so I've got a chance of having a beer.
Oh, well done.
I'm not having loads though because I don't drink that much, of course. But yeah, no problem. Thanks for that. Anyway,
no problem.
See you soon. I'll get you a beer.
Boom. No, don't get me a beer. No, I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. What is it? Do you want one or not?
No. I'm driving.
Alright, get you one next time.
Thank you, sir. I shouldn't be having this one actually. There you go. Because I was out shopping and I came straight here to do the stuff. Anyway, I've missed all your things. Where was I with the thing? Okay, yeah. So now with the vaccination, all right. So what's happening with the vaccination? That's another weird thing. What's happening is people have been talking about a vaccination passport, assuming that if you're vaccinated, you get a passport, you go wherever you like. That is not true. That is a media hype. What the EU is talking about is a green certificate to show your level of health so that when you are going other places, and it can be any other place, that you can say, well, I've been vaccinated, so therefore, theoretically, I don't need a PCR test. Right? Because it's going to show positive anyway because I've got the antibodies or whatever it is. Or if I've got active infection, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a doctor. But what I'm saying is that the green certificate for health is just another thing that they're going to use to be able to make sure that you get a safe holiday. And a lot of people are saying, Spain want to do this and Spain want to do that and Spain want to do that. Spain wants UK back tomorrow. That's what Spain wants. That's what Spain wants. Because, in fact, the Canary Islands, over half, 60% of the tourist business is Brits. In fact, I'll put a link up here to a thing they publish every month. Every month they publish this arrivals and how full the hotels are and stuff. And if you do that, if you look at that, you'll see that we are down 80-90%, and we're only getting sort of like Netherlands and Norway, a lot bit through other Scandinavian countries, Germany. We're getting a lot from Spain, obviously Portugal, but we want the UK back. And so the Canary Islands and the Spanish tourist authorities are in connection with the Oppo in the UK, talking about getting things done. And it's just the politicians that are on TV that are making it political. And I'm sure there'll be politicians in Spain that say, well, if you want to come, you've got to give us Gibraltar or something like that, you know what I mean? So there are also politicians here that are making it political. But that's their job. We pay them to do that, right? So let's get a little bit of decorum here. And Spain isn't hating you. They don't hate you at all. In fact, I had a barney with one guy who sort of says, I'm not coming over to the Canary Islands if I've got to wear a nappy on my face, you know. And if you think like that, don't come. And I say, I agree with you. If you feel like that, don't come. And then he says, you're insulting me. And I said, well, I'm not insulting you unless you think what you think is stupid. And then I'm insulting you if I agree with you. But if I agree with you and what you think is normal, then I'm not insulting you, am I? So anyway, you can think what you like, you can do what you like, you can come here when it's safe, and it will be safe. I don't think we've had any tourists being the cause of an outbreak since the very first time. Okay, let me see what you got. I'll just pick this one randomly, it just happens to be Rick. Personally, I think all the costs will be in place to price the holidaymakers out of the market and keep the Brits back in the UK. It makes business sense for the UK to keep the money in the UK. That is also true, but the amount of people that come to Spain on holiday is a drop in the ocean for the UK GDP. So even though it sounds like it's going to be a lot of money, and especially if they're talking dollar mixtures and millions, thank you very much. Fričaravić. I got some roast chicken crisps. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm actually going to have these with my... I've got a moussaka in the oven. Got to turn it off. No, I already turned it off, don't worry. I think that a lot of people are assuming that politicians do stuff to keep people somewhere. And what I reckon is that the whole world revolves. The whole world revolves. And the whole world revolves around the people who actually run the country, which are the money guys. And the world is now a business. So the politicians are all pomp and circumstance, but the money guys know where things are. And so the money guys in Spain are saying, we need the tourists back. The money guys in England are sort of saying, we need to up the game in England. I don't know. But for those of you who want to come over, there will be an opportunity. I am sure of it. Even if the non-EU ban stays, I'm sure there will be a corridor for the UK negotiated, because they're in talks right now. What else we got? We're vaccinated, not having a second, but due soon. Tried the home test, it's a nightmare. I choke when I swab my throat and sneeze when I swab my nose, says Jill. I've never had a test. I don't need a test because I don't go anywhere. Unfortunately, not going anywhere means I'm here. And I'm hoping I'm bringing a little bit of love to you guys. We're 35 minutes in, and I've shown you a couple of stunts there. We got 286 people watching now. I mean, for those of you who have just arrived, I'm actually in a bar that's not open. It's called Chaos Street, and this is the bar next door to the Monte Cristo, which is over there, and the Masala, which is the Indian, which is here. And then the one on the corner there is also closed. That's called the Sunshine. It used to be Chez Mimi, but it's called the Sunshine now. And so I'm sat here because there wasn't enough tables, and so they put one around the corner for two friends of mine, and to play Sticky 13, and then I just sat with them. And so really, they'll want to take this away soon anyway. Dave's already been here cleaning it, so that's probably going back in. What else we got? Slimmer Lice there. Where not where. Don't think of a place being safe, think of you being safe by being vaccinated. That's also true. You don't think mass tourism will return until next year. You know, Dave Wallace doesn't think mass tourism will think until next year. Spain have always said that as soon as our population is 70% vaccinated, we're open for business. And at the time, 70% was planned for September. But now we're going ahead very quickly with the vaccinations, and therefore 70% will probably be reached in June now. So for me, June is an option. I don't think 17th of May is the next time the British government look at this problem, so there might be movement there. But June, I think. So mass tourism is like back to normal tourism, and mass tourism will start ramping up in June, according to the Spanish authorities. Now, whether that includes the UK or not depends on the bilateral agreement or the EU saying non-EU's ban is lifted. In fact, even if the EU say the non-EU ban is not lifted, then Spain also has the option to say we are not adopting that recommendation, because it is only a recommendation from the EU. We get a refund from our holiday, says Willie. Later this year, I'll use it for Tenerife next year. I get 5 weeks off a year and only one of them spend outside the UK. Yeah, I mean, basically, a lot of people are spending a lot of time. Hit that thumbs up for Tim, guys. Man with the facts. 288 watching with not enough thumbs. Thank you very much, Rick. Yep, you can bang those thumbs. I only see 21 here. Now I'm 22. I'm back to 21. But it does push the thing out. Done my thumb, says Nicky Dunn. That rhymes. Done my thumb, it's Nicky Dunn. So I've got 296 people watching. So there are people that have not seen my super duper graphics. So shall I show it again? Shall I? You know I'm going to do this. Here we go. Here's my super graphics. This was the first one. This doesn't have any music. Drive around the bend. You too can have an accident like mine for only $39.95 down and 3 easy payments of $9.95. Vamos a la playa. So that was the first test I did, and then I did a thing for the Freaky Friday, which is this one, which has music. So I'm going to mute myself. the next one is two, one for Balcony Banter and one for me and Chris from our pictures from Instagram. I'll mute myself again. The room. Oh. And we're back in the room. I've just seen a thing here. Says, hi Tim, do you think the 90-day thing will ever change? Just a thought, we allow Spain to stay UK for 180 days. You know, the 90-day thing is a European rule again, and it's sort of in EU, out of EU, but I reckon they're going to do something for the swallows. So people who normally come for 6 months over the winter, I don't think they're going to kill that golden goose. So I reckon between now and October there will be negotiations on how to get. Thank you very much, Mary. Negotiations on how to get the swallows over for longer than 90 days. And I suppose if they do that, then they're also going to do it for everybody else. So I don't think it'll just be like if you're a swallow. So yeah, I think it will change. I don't know what form it's going to be, but UK residents coming over for 90 days, for longer than 90 days is important. Now, naturally, not all the swallows are UK residents, so that means the swallows that are from the Netherlands and Germany, France and Scandinavia, they can still come, because even though they're not allowed to stay for 90 days, same as you guys, just nothing happens if they do, because the free movement allows you to be, what do they call it? It's not an illegal immigrant. It's an I can only think of the German word, unordentlich. Unordentlich. Dinner's ready. Catch up on catch up. Actually, it's 42 minutes in, and I'm basically done, because I've got to go back and cook for Chris as well. So even though I've got the stuff in the oven already, I've got to do the trimmings and stuff. And it's getting a bit cool, so I don't know whether we can even eat outside. So see you, Rick. Thanks a lot for popping in there. And anybody else that I missed that popped in and said hi, Tim, and I haven't seen it, but I will watch it on catch up, because I watch myself on catch up as well, and I actually ignore what I'm saying, and I read everything you've read. And if there's anything you've read that I need to respond to, I'll make sure that I copy it, and then I'll do it on Balcony Banter or Freaky Friday. So don't forget, Balcony Banter on Wednesday at 5:55 with Julian Endel and Cleo O'Flynn. And so this week's, I don't even know what the topic is this week. What is the topic this week? I don't know what the topic is. But join us for that. It's a bit of a chit-chat. It's a bit slightly different. It's nothing to do with... it's on our balcony anyway, and the girls have a lot of fun, and we drink a bit of wine. And we do actually feature a Canarian wine now on Balcony Banter, and that's why we're going with the boom tracks with Ian and Marie to the wine good in Villaflor in the summer to show you where it's made. So we'll be seeing that. What else we got? Tomorrow I am going for a walk, so it'll be live tomorrow between 8 and 10, but it's usually around about 10. But it will be between 8 and 10. I'm trying to do it a bit earlier, and Wednesday as well. So I'm going to go to Galleon tomorrow, which is the shopping centre around on the southeast side of Adeje town. So I've done Adeje Old Town, I've done Los Olivos, and now I'm going out to the other side to El Galleon. So you'll see that. It's basically in between the post office and Mercadona. This is El Galleon. So I'm going to have a walk around there and show you the shopping centre there, and maybe even stop for a coffee. I know I shouldn't, but there you go. They got the best croissants there. So we'll see that. Looking forward to you watching. Thank you very much. I am going to call Rick and see if we can organise something where I can go down to the Golf del Sur, but I really need to get up early for that one, because getting back from Golf del Sur, I don't really want to leave Christina in bed till 12 o'clock. And she doesn't want to get up early, and she can't get up until I get back. So that's the biggest problem with the walk. So getting in at 11 is basically, that's it. That's the thing, you know. Okay, what else have I got? Did you watch Line of Duty BBC One last night, Tim? Actually, I have watched Line of Duty. I didn't realise there was a new series, and I got to wait until I can get hold of it from somebody, because I don't watch TV. So there is places you can go to stream old TV things. If you've got a VPN, I think you can go to BBC One Catch Up or something like that. But yeah, I'm going. But I will have a look at that. I thought that was a great series, actually. And